Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tech Talk. My guest this week is Kent Lardner. I've known Kent for many, many years, and he has a new company called Suburb Trends, and we're going to explore video and how video is now becoming much easier for agents because we all know the importance of it, but we're going to underline that as well. Going to come back in just one moment and talk to my special guest, Kent Lardner. Back in a minute.
Did you know you can save up to 70% on your staff costs by outsourcing the low-value, repeatable tasks so your team can focus on growing your business? Beepo is an outsourcing provider focused on the real estate industry. With an English-speaking, tertiary qualified and fully trained team in the Philippines, Beepo will give your business the boost it needs to start growing and returning value to you. For more information, visit beepo.com.au.
Okay, welcome back to the show. And as I said at the top, my guest this week is Kent Lardner, and his company is Suburb Trends. Kent, welcome to the show. Nice to be talking to you again, my friend. It's been quite a while.
It has been, yes. How are you, Kevin?
Yeah, mate, I'm great, thank you. You've been around doing lots of stuff, and I was really interested to see what you're doing. We're going to show a couple of examples here. But I've often wondered and spoken to you about this too, Kent, about we all know the importance of video. Let's reinforce some of that and then talk about, maybe ask the question about why agents aren't using it more. Give me some of the top line figures about the success of video.
Yeah, I think that the standout for me is the share rate on social. So we all understand the value of social media, especially for a local real estate agent.
Yep.
It's the 12 times share rate. That's what it's about for me. 12, so somebody's more likely to share a post when it comes through on a video. So if I see a video on my feed and I like it, I'm 12 times more likely to share that. I think that's the standout number when it comes to a real estate agent.
Okay, so 12 times more likely to share a video. And I suppose when you put it out there, the more shares you get, the better it is. You're getting a bigger audience.
Yeah, it becomes the network effect. I know we all abuse that term, but quite literally, if I share it and somebody else likes it, then there's a chance that they could share it as well.
So just stepping back a moment, though, the sharing is one thing, but you've got to get people who are engaged in it first. So I understand there are some really good stats too about why people prefer it, and that could help us understand why so many of them are then prepared to share it.
Well, I think so. All the numbers point to people prefer to consume and watch video. I think the reason being is, we're all looking at the small screen, as in our mobile device, even when we're watching TV during the ad breaks and whatnot. So I think video, the why I'm so focused on video is that it's so cross-platform. It's probably the easiest thing to share across different social media networks as well. So that's a big reason there. And people like it. People want to consume it. They're hungry for it, but we're not keeping up with the content. So to date, there's not been enough video content to match demand.
Okay, well, we know consumers like it. What about Google?
Yes, well, Google, there's some really interesting statistics. I've got them all lined up in front of me here, Kevin. I'm trying to find the right one, but I won't give you the exact number. But there are some really interesting details or statistics on the likelihood of you getting on page one search results. Now, we did a great test here. We did our first ever AI-generated video for a suburb, and we uploaded it onto YouTube. And what happened was we searched for that suburb on Google within 3 hours of uploading it on YouTube, and we got a page one result. They call it search engine results page. So that we got a page one. Now, other people did it and didn't get the same result I did, which was quite fascinating. But in context of my test, we found by creating a video that was tagged correctly about the suburb that we were updating, we uploaded that onto YouTube, and we were getting page one results within hours, which was rather fascinating. Now, you can't say that's going to happen for everyone, but it does speak volumes for how important video is.
Yeah, well, I think the stat you were looking for is 53. Websites 53 times more likely to reach the front page of Google.
That's the one. I've got it right. Yeah, website 53 times more likely to reach the front page. So obviously, Google's showing that bias. The other one was interesting. A Facebook executive predicted that effectively by 2021, they'll move entirely to video.
Yeah, that's staggering. I think too. There's I read somewhere that people are more likely to remember content that's in a video as opposed to what they read, because we're becoming quite good at skim reading now. But a video really engages the viewer, and the message can become a lot more powerful.
Yeah, the picture paints 1,000 words. If we've got a complex product to sell, or we want to sell ourselves, or show our personality, then it's a lot easier to do that on video.
Okay, well, number one question then, from that, we know how important it is to carry video and to do video. Why don't agents do more of it? Is it just too hard?
I think when it comes to updating and talking about a suburb, I think a few agents, or a lot of agents, are intimidated by it. And a lot of agents probably don't know how easy it is yet. So I think that's probably the biggest barrier, is a little bit of intimidation or a little bit of fear. But once they get past that barrier, it is getting down as literally as easy as a one click, and you can share a video now.
Yeah, well, we're going to be looking at integrating some of what Kent has been talking about into Property TV, but more about that later. That's not the purpose of this conversation. But I want to share something with you. I want to share a video that Kent sent me, which is something that was generated. How long did it take to generate this video, mate?
Well, we generate it in a couple of minutes. So it's effectively, we generate them on demand. So it's a one-click button on a website. And when an agent wants it, they click it, and it's generated through AI instantly.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's roll with that, and then you can tell me what it is we've seen, and we'll dig a little bit deeper into it. Steph, if you could just roll that video for us now, please.
The suburb of New Lambton Heights is sponsored by Suburb Trends. For the 12-month period to October 2019, the house price median is $722,500, and for apartments the median is. Median prices over the last 12 months have dropped by 11% for houses and increased by 0% for units. Most houses sold in New Lambton Heights are between $600,000 and $800,000, with 13 sales.
So, Kent, what did we see there?
So what we've created is AI content. So it starts with text that's generated from data. So we look at suburb statistics, which the first layer of AI applies to actually creating a paragraph or a couple of paragraphs of text, all driven automatically from data. So if it's a suburb that has had growth, it'll talk to the growth or the change in median price. If it's a suburb that's got a certain price distribution or predominantly houses, the text that's generated is automatically generated, and it's contextual, such that it will vary suburb to suburb, obviously, and dependent on the numbers month to month will vary. So the text and the numbers are generated automatically, and then from there, the second phase of the AI is the video being generated automatically, and then from that, Google's own connection, or they call it an application programming interface, the API. What we can do is we can actually apply another layer of AI that takes that text and converts it to voice. So there's lots of AI in the process to effectively bundle up a video that, when you listen to it, as you hear, it doesn't sound like a robot whatsoever.
No, they've really improved that. It used to sound quite staccato, but no longer is the case. I mean, you can tell probably still that it is a robot, but it's really the power of the information. And I think the goal here is to make it as easy as possible for agents to do this. So I will be telling you in the weeks ahead how you can get access to this. It's a great tool. It's called Suburb Trends. Kent Lardner has been my guest. Kent, thank you very much. Look forward to working with you further.
Thanks for the opportunity, Kevin.
Are you ready to create healthier, wealthier, and more beautiful spaces? My name is Naomi Findlay, and welcome to The Reno Show. Each week, I'll be bringing you a value-packed episode of incredible room reveals, hands-on renovation tips, upcycling hacks, and so much more. I am passionate about renovating for life, and I can't wait to take you on this journey, creating spaces you can thrive in. Get ready for our best season yet.